we are back with another round of Play Action Fantasy Football here. This is Jonathan. We are going over the Week 6 running back rankings. I think this week is going to be very exciting for the running backs. A lot of them are going to be getting a lot of points here, so let's jump into it. We got number 1, as always. He's been number 1 for the past 6 weeks, and that is Christian McCaffrey. He's going to be at Cleveland, who has a very good run defense. But it doesn't matter when you're the number 1 running back in the league and a potential Hall of Famer. So McCaffrey's going to be number 1. He's always getting points. Number 2, this is going to be a surprise, but I got to rock with Alvin Kamara. He had a great week last week. He's going to be at Houston, who has a terrible defense. I think Kamara is going to have a very, very, very good game this week. Definitely want to get him in there. Number 3, we have DeAndre Swift at the New York Jets. Jets, another bad defense. DeAndre Swift playing for the Eagles. He catches passes. He gets a lot of rushing touchdowns and yards. I think Swift is a good number 3. Number 4, we're moving to Tony Pollard at the Chargers. Another bad defense. So Tony Pollard's going to take care of that, and he's going to get a lot of points. Number 5, I'm putting Pacheco there. He's going to be at home against Denver. They're the most laughable defense in the league, so I'm going to have to put Pacheco up there at number 5, and that second-year running back is definitely he's going places. Number 6, we have Josh Jacobs at home against New England. Josh Jacobs is always getting points. We'll see what he does here Monday night. We're recording on Mondays, so I really don't know how he's going to perform tonight. But looking ahead, I do see Josh Jacobs getting a lot of points at New England or at home against New England. Number 7, Kenneth Walker, one of my favorites at Cincinnati this week. Kenneth Walker's like guaranteed walking points. So I do think you got to have him up there at number 7. Number 8, Kyren Williams. He's surprising me. I wasn't always a big fan of Kyren Williams, but when they don't have anybody else to give the ball to, he's getting the ball. So he's going to get a lot of usage, especially against Arizona, who allows a lot of yards to running backs. I'm going to have to put him there at number 8. Number 9, we're going to go to David Montgomery for Detroit at Tampa Bay. And, wow, I think he's going to have a big week. He's not Christian McCaffrey, Alvin Kamara type level, but I do think Montgomery's a solid 20 points this week, especially with Gibbs now getting banged up. I'm pretty sure he's questionable, so we're going to have to put Montgomery there at 9. Number 10, we're going to Travis Etienne at home against the Indianapolis Colts. Another defense that's not very impressive. I look for Etienne to get a lot of rushing yards and definitely get a couple passes here and there. So look for Etienne to definitely put up points in the top 10. Number 11, we have Austin Eckler versus Dallas. Dallas has a good defense. Eckler is questionable. He may or may not be playing this week, so obviously it's going to be a hit or miss with that guy. If he is playing, obviously, he's going to be getting a lot of points. So I put him right there at number 11. Number 12, I put Joe Mixon right there at home against Seattle. Joe Mixon's known to put up points. I wish I could put him a little higher, but I really can't. I think Joe Mixon's going to have a solid day, maybe 15 points, but nothing too crazy. Bijan Robinson, number 13. He's going to be at home against Washington, a decent defense. Bijan Robinson is the head of this offense. He's the main tailback. Desmond Ridder is looking terrible. So this is who the offense relies on. So look for Bijan definitely getting good points this week. Number 14, we're going to Raheem Mostert at home against the Carolina terrible defense Panthers. Mostert, I'm going to put him at 14. However, he does have a very good upside. The only thing is he splits carries with Achane, who's obviously shown he's a very good running back. So I put Mostert right there at 14. Number 15, we have Alexander Mattison at Chicago, another bad defense. So it's a good matchup for Alexander Mattison. He hasn't looked quite as hopeful as we thought he would at the beginning of the season. However, he's definitely still putting up points. So he's going to be a good pass catcher, a good running back right there at 15. Number 16, James Cook at home against the Giants. Another bad defense against running backs. So I know James Cook had a terrible week last week. However, I think this week against the Giants, he could definitely turn it around. Number 17, we have Saquon Barkley, who is questionable at Buffalo this week. So if Barkley plays, obviously he's going to be a good start, going to get you some points. but we're not too sure if he's going to be able to play yet, so just err on that side. Number 18, we have Derrick Henry at home against Baltimore. Derrick Henry obviously is one of the head backs of the NFL, but he hasn't really been showing it quite this much this year, especially with the offense that the Titans run. So I'm going to have to put him there at number 18 against Baltimore, who's had a good run defense so far this year. Which brings me to number 19, Achin at home against the Carolina Panthers. Again, the Carolina Panthers have a terrible defense, so look for Achin to get points. He does split carries with Mostert, which it sucks, but it's the way it is, and that's why Achin's there at 19. Number 20, we have Ramondre Stevenson at Las Vegas, another running back that really hasn't played to quite his full potential so far this season. However, I do want to put him there at number 20 at Las Vegas. He's going to be getting points. Number 21, we have Miles Sanders at Miami. Miles Sanders is really all that the Panthers have. They're really relying on him a lot, so I do think he's going to be catching passes, getting a lot of yards at Miami. It's usually a high-powered offense, high-scoring games, so look for Sanders definitely to get a lot of points this week. Number 22, we're moving to Zach Moss, Indianapolis at Jacksonville. Zach Moss is going to be splitting more carries with Jonathan Taylor now that he's back. However, it's definitely showing that Zach Moss is the head back for now, at least for these next couple weeks, until Jonathan Taylor really fills in that spot. So I would put him there at number 22. Number 23, we're going to Brian Robinson, who's been playing better at the first few games this season and just kind of getting worse and worse a little bit. Don't like to see it, but it's the truth. So Brian Robinson against the number 1 rushing defense in the league, Atlanta. It's going to be hard for him. I put him there at 23 because he does usually get points, but we'll see this weekend. So he's there at number 23. Number 24 is going to be James Conner, who is questionable. We're not too sure if he is going to be playing yet, but he's going to be facing the LA Rams, who does have a good defense, but Conner does put up points either way. So if he does play, look for him to be up there getting you points, but definitely be on the lookout. He is questionable. And last but not least, number 25, I'm squeezing in Breece Hall here. He's going against a tough Philadelphia defense, but it doesn't matter. Breece Hall, he gets a lot of touches, especially Aaron Rodgers and the injuries they're dealing with. I think Breece Hall is going to be getting a lot of touches, as he always does. So he's going to be up there at number 25. And that will do it for today. I hope you guys got something out of the running back rankings we had, the top 25. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys agree, disagree, go like, follow, comment, share, and again, have a great weekend.